Hello and welcome back to allergy season. 'Tis the sneezing. Alright, so today we are going to talk about a book called Delicate Condition. It's by Danielle Valentine. It has 437 pages and was written in 2023. There are some trigger warnings in the front of the book, and so I'm going to read those. Alright, miscarriage, childbirth, cancer survival, and implied animal endangerment. So, if any of that stuff is like, real hard for you, obviously, don't read it. But, so basically, this book is about a girl named Anna. She's our protagonist, or our primary protagonist at least. Her and her husband are trying to have a baby, and she finally gets pregnant through IVF. And then some wacky stuff starts happening. It's actually really weird because like you feel for her as like at least I did as also a woman, because like some of the stuff I was like, I don't know if I like Anna, but I was also like, I don't really care because I want her to be okay and because of everything that's happening. And so a lot of it seems like kind of like bad luck or like just some people messing with her, but then it gets like a little ooky spooky, but not too bad because I don't like horror books that get a little too paranormal, I guess. I like a thriller that's like there's a bad guy in the house across the street and he's the one that's doing all of this. That's my thing. I don't like to like read a thriller and then have it be like, oh, but it was I don't know. I actually kind of like ghost things. I like ghost and demon books as well, but like not quite to that extent. Like, oh, it was the aliens that did it. I'm like, I don't like those kinds of books. So, but I really, really liked this. It takes a turn into the ooky spooky, but it stays grounded enough for you to like still really like it. Because for a while I was like, is she possessed by a demon or something? But that's not what's happening. Sort of. Not really. You'd have to read it for yourself. Anyway, so yeah, I guess that being said, I really like this book. And I like at least in the back of mine, there's like some stuff from the author and everything. And it's really interesting because basically, the author is using this book as a way as like a vehicle for, expressing how the medical industry treats women. And will like ignore them or like ignore pain or, how it will, they'll kind of just like tell you to take ibuprofen and your stomach has burst open and you need surgery, things like that. So yeah, it's just, it's really good. And it's one of the few like more modern books I've read because we actually went to a bookstore and I picked out like recent books, not ones from 1832. So yeah, this one you can go get, and it is good and you can read it. And, but yeah, I think that's everything. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, that was basically it. Except I will say one thing that I put in my notes. At the end, I guess I'm still happy for her. I don't know. If anybody else has read this book, tell me if you still feel happy for her at the end. Okay, bye!